Hi guys, and welcome back to In This Yorkshire Garden. And then I forgot titling it then, it's been that long. What a cold winter we've had, and it's just been terrible weather throughout really, hasn't it? And also crazy winds as well last night. But anyway, thought I'd best get back to it. I've been putting one or two bits of seeds in. That's Pippa, my female call duck. She's very little, but creates massive sounds, as you can tell. She thinks I'm talking to her probably. But anyway, this is a method that I picked up about three or 4 years back. This when growing tomatoes. I just get them from supermarket. Get your favourite tomatoes from supermarket, wherever you shop, and then basically all you do is slice them up. Just like that. These salad tomatoes, so I thought I'd give these a go. I've already got some cherry tomatoes in. They were from packet though, so I've already done them. But I just thought I'd show you this method because it's really good, and they actually germinate pretty quick as well. I don't know if it's something to do with what the seeds are surrounded in, which aids them in any which way, I don't know. But it works. So yeah, slice them up into maybe, don't really matter, as long as it's under a centimetre, just like that. And I'm using one of these, just like to recycle stuff, just one of these that you get yogurts or rice pots in or something like that. Filled it with muck, banged them in, and all I'm going to do is just a thin layer over the top, just a thin layer, just so it just covers them. And then you don't really need to give it any water because it's going to have moisture from tomatoes anyway, so top slices. And then I'm going to bob that one on top of there, like so. I'm going to label it up as well and check on it in about a week's time, and before you know it, bing, 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 you'll get your tomato plants, baby ones, to pick out and put in their own pots. So good luck with that. Anyway, let me know how you go on with it. And like I said, so I just thought I'd take this opportunity to to show you what I'm going to be planting flower-wise this season. Showing some of these seeds. So what we got here? We got. See if I can get it on camera so you can see. Do some Mesembryanthemums, also known as the ice plant. Really lovely flower, all different colours. Really good show in the garden for summertime. Them really, really nice. They call their ice plant because on the leaves, because they are a succulent, like cactus and aloe vera, all come under the same family as them. And they hold a lot of water, so these guys don't really need watering a lot. In fact, it can actually rot the roots of Mesembryanthemum, so you've got to be really careful. They're like sandy kind of soil to be in, and the ice plant name comes from with the leaves, because they've got like a glistening kind of texture on the outside, and it looks like they're covered in ice. So basically that's why they're called the ice plant, as well as Mesembryanthemums. And that's a cracking score at Scrabble if you can ever get that. You're on a winner. Okay, so we're doing some Mesembryanthemums, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to sow these in a bit. That's some Mesembryanthemums. Gazania. Now I love Gazania, and I've actually taken some seeds from the plants that I had last year. And they're quite, if you look on a dandelion, and you blow it and you tell the time with it, as we did when we were kids. Some of us still do, not me. You're right. Yeah, they're like a seed with a fluffy bit, if you get my meaning. Let's see if I can show you. You know what I mean, if I described it properly for you with the dandelion. But I'll tell you what, I'll show you some that I got from my own plants last year. Yeah, so it acts like a parachute and it gets taken in the wind. So, like, can you see? That's what I mean, get rid of that. You see, that's what I mean. So they're gazania seeds, so I'm going to be doing some of them. All different shades of yellow and orange and black and dark browns. Really attractive plant. And they come, they're not just an annual, they'll keep coming then. If you look after them. So that's the gazania. Very nice. I've got these as well. These need planting by end of this year, 2021, so I'm going to do them. Petunia, and these are Nana Stars. Now, if I remember rightly, when I planted these last year, they were nothing like Nana Stars, so be careful when you're buying petunias on eBay, because sometimes they lie. Yeah, more Mesembryanthrums, and I've got asters. I thought I'd try asters. I tried them last year as well. So I got two different kinds, and I really like them. Really nice colours, like pastel colours, and quite fluffy heads as well, which look quite attractive. So these are Aster Duchess mixed, and Aster Colour Carpet mixed. So they're both mixed, which is always good. We like a bit of variety, don't we? Right, on to a must for every year of planting, and that's lobelia. To finish off your displays, doing any bordering, any hanging baskets or pots. Always needs some lobelia. And what I do with these is I get the cell planter trays. Those are little squares, and I put a little bit in each one. Then you can take them out and just put them where you want, and you've got a nice clump of lobelia then, all in different portions. So that's what I do with those guys. Guardiala. Now these are an annual. These won't come every year. But again, a lovely flower, like a bit like the gazania, same colours, and I think they also complement the gazania as well if you put them with them. They're all in the same gang, kind of colour gang. And finally, I've got some of these left as well. Now, I also harvested my own seeds from these as well last year, which are Sweet Williams. Now, Sweet Williams are lovely and they smell beautiful. The only thing about these guys, right, what they'll do the first year of planting is that is their growing time and establishing time. You won't get flowers until the second year, so do remember that when you're doing Sweet William. But if you do like them, crack on this year, get them in, nurture them, and then next year, 2022, you'll have a lovely display, all different pinks and whites and stuff. Sweet William, they're a cracking flower. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to show you how I'm going to do these Mesembryanthrums. And it's basically just the same rule as you would with any seed of this kind. Got my runny duck chelping at me now. She's a bit quiet at the moment though. They're, I'll tell you what they're doing. They've already eaten all the pea ration for the day. They love the peas, and if they run out and eat them all, they try and blag me for some more, and I'm not having it. They have my pants down. But I won't have it any other way. That's a great company. And they are funny animals. They really are. If you just watch them, the stuff they get up to is absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I best knock about with these because it is getting rather dark. So there you go. These are the Mesembryanthrums. And I'm just going to sprinkle them on top. In fact, I might just give it a little bit of water. In fact, no. Oh, where are we? I can't find it. Oh, it's here. Give me a little pump. Got a nice close-up of my sprayer. Hope you like it. So, just give it a little spray, just get it a little moist. And this is seeding compost, so it's quite sandy. Cracking medium, this. Get anything going. I best not tell you what brand it is because I might get in trouble. But there's plenty of different brands out there, so take your pick. And I'm just going to sprinkle them. Sprinkle them all over. try and get them as far apart as I can for when it's time to prick them out. I've also done a lot of gadetias as well already the other day, all from the plants that I've taken up at end. I'll show you now if I can reach them without knocking anything over. Just a full plant. So there's the roots, there's the plants, and what I've just done, I've just hung them up in the greenhouse over winter, and they've totally dried out. And these pods here, basically just snip these off and just sprinkle them into your hand, and all the seeds will fall out. So I'll just nip one off. Sorry. So yeah, I've got one here, and if you look now, you see I've got it on camera. Sprinkle them, and they'll just all fall out there. It'll just come apart, and there's your Ganesha seeds. Those little ones. And like I said, just use the same method as this one, as I'm doing for my embryonthemums. I'm just going to pop these in here. These are the Ganesha seeds. The Ganeshas are a lovely flower, also known as Clarkia. And you get lovely pinks and whites, all different kinds of shades of pink, and they are absolutely lovely. They'll grow to about maybe 1.5 to 2 foot high, so they are quite big. And the flowers, I was surprised first time I grew them on how big actually the flowers are. They give off a lovely show. They're a cracking flower, and they're very nice in your garden. So yeah, so I've sprinkled the seeds in here, damp soil. What I'm going to do is a very, very thin layer. Very, very, very thin. That's all I'm going to do. Gently press. Gently press them down. Like so. A bit more water on top. Just a little sprinkle in like that. And then just going to pop this top on. Again, I'm using one of these for the underneath and the top. Dead ready for propagating. And that's it. And that's what I'm going to do with all the other flowers as well, all the other seeds that I've got for the different flowers. And you should be okay. So I'll report back to you with updates on everything that I've got in so far. I've yet to put my peas in. I'm just hanging back a little bit with them. I've got some beans in because they take quite a long time to germinate. Or they did last year anyway. And yeah, I have some giant bluebells as well. I took some seeds from the ones that already existed in the garden, and I put them to one side, and I actually put some in before autumn. And a lovely surprise when they came in the greenhouse, about a month and a half back, they'd all sprouted, and it's the first time it's ever done that. So I've put some more in. I'm going to see how they go. I've got loads of cuttings on the go. I've got only fuchsias, they're doing pretty well. Lemon trees, I've even taken some laurel cuttings as well. Passion flower cuttings. What else? Lots of stuff. Jalapenos, I've got some of them in as well. And obviously my tomatoes. So I'll report back, like I said, with an update very soon. Please don't forget to subscribe if you like these videos and want to see more. And hopefully I shall see you next time. So keep safe and toodle pip for now. Cheers guys.